The great thing about our show is we get a lot of leads from the show, which is fantastic. But we've never had to cast our show. A lot of these shows, they put out casting calls. We're proud to say we've never had to do that because this is our real life that cameras are just following.
Right.
And there's a big difference. And when you watch it, you can feel the difference. So
you can tell.
They start out as clients, they turn into friends, and then family. I mean, we go to baby showers. We go to watch parties. We hang out with these people. So we have to make sure we get it right because we're going to be seeing these people for a long time.
For a long time.
Time to get paid, blow, time to get paid, time to get paid, blow up like.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to the Deals in Aloha podcast, where we talk to entrepreneurs, really, really cool people. We hope to leave a long-lasting impact with our audience, and of course, spread aloha.
Gee.
You can find us on all social media platforms at Kamohai and Tristyn. Let's go.
Let's go. So today is really, really cool because we have some HGTV fam in the house.
Let's go.
So whether you're flipping your first property or envisioning your forever home, today's guest brings a fresh perspective on building a business that honors people, purpose, and place. Brian and Mika Kleinschmidt have turned their passion for custom home building into a thriving business. And like I said, you might recognize them from HGTV on 100 Day Dream Home.
What's up, you
What's
guys?
up, you
guys? Are we doing it right?
That's it. That's it. There's all kinds of different ways to shaka.
But you can throw them up.
Oh my gosh, you have to teach us all the things. I love this.
How you doing? Thanks for having us.
Guys, thanks for being here. We're super excited because when we started doing our podcast again, because we went on a little hiatus, we're like, we gotta bring our fellow HGTV people on.
Are we the first guests from HGTV?
You guys are the first.
No pressure, Mika.
I mean, it is like a little bit nerve-wracking. I hope we don't disappoint.
No. You guys, we want to share with the audience all the things, right? They get to see us on TV, but TV is TV, right? We want to get to know the behind the scenes, who you are and your journey and, really what got you into TV. Yeah. So, I think the first question for people that don't know you, which everybody knows you guys.
Or if you don't, you're living under a rock. Where are you at?
Give us a little background on you guys and kind of your journey into the real estate space.
Yes.
Wow. Well, our story starts way back in high school when we first met.
Yeah.
It was love at first sight, but only for me. I will say that. I fell in love with Mika at first glance, but it took us till after we graduated to reconnect.
Years after.
10 years after.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we reunited and we actually started working together way before the real estate thing. We actually ran a couple Anytime Fitness franchises and did that for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And, like love fitness, love helping people. And eventually I kind of wanted to get into something different, but I still like working with people. So I got my real estate license and we actually did kind of start in the flipping mode, right? Because we started as investors. And we, had a couple flips, one that we lost a lot of money, one that we made a little bit. And then we're like, okay, maybe new construction is going to be our new jam.
And if you rewind way back, I used to flip houses back in 2007, 2008, and I did really well for a while. And then the bottom of the market dropped out.
Yeah.
And I lost everything, guys. I was down to $17. So it was starting from the beginning for me. But that part of life really defeated me. So, fast forward to when we had the gyms, we sold one of our gyms for a nice profit. And I said, you know what? Real estate really, I love real estate still. And that part of life still bothered me. So I said, let's get it back. So
come back.
We had a little comeback. And now here we're in season 6 of our show on HGTV. And I think it's working out this time.
I would say it's working out this time for sure. Okay. So talk to me though about how you said that you were flipping in 07, 08. How did you learn about that? Did somebody in your family, invest in real estate? How did you guys get introduced to that way back then?
So we weren't together back then. But yeah, I always grew up working with my hands. My dad was very hands-on. My grandfather built his house with his own hands. Wow. Never really invested into it. And honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I bought my first property on a stated income mortgage, which was very scary.
Crazy.
I remember the mortgage officer, she said, how much do you make a year? And I said a number, and she said, well, we need you to make more. Is that okay if we put this? I said, okay, let's do it. Maxed out every credit card possible. I did all the bad things that you should never do, but I'm also glad I did them to learn my lesson. And the lesson was losing all my money. And honestly, I gained the most from doing that.
Yeah. No, we always say that too. Hindsight's 20/20, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no better way to build character and truly learn than to go through it and fail forward. Because when, I mean, we know what it's like to max out all your credit cards, lose on flips. Like we feel you on that. Obviously, we weren't flipping in 2007, 2008 when the bottom dropped out underneath everybody. But I feel like there's, as long as you're learning while you're going through that, it helps you build character, and then you can make better decisions moving forward.
Amen to that. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I can imagine if we actually stopped flipping. We didn't make money until our third flip.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But all of those experiences shaped who we are today.
That's right.
We would not be where we're at if we didn't go through those. So while very painful,
yes,
that was like our college degree into the real estate space.
Heck yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah.
So have you guys always been entrepreneurial? Because you guys have had Anytime Fitnesses. Like, where did that entrepreneurial spirit come from?
Yeah, that's so weird. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like, I don't know if it's the same answer for us, but I will say, since we knew each other in high school, going back to those years, our senior year, I'm like, we always had that competitiveness. It's like a natural, so it's entrepreneurial, but it's also like, I just want to win. And I don't know if that's something you're born with or what, but we would race to lunch. Like we had the fourth period before lunch.
We did.
We would line up at the door and when
push
that
each
bell
other.
rang, for real. And so like we've been and now we just have to learn to compete together, right? As a team versus.
Yeah. When we compete together, we're unstoppable, but we compete against each other. I will say, I was always trying to make money. Ever since I can remember, I was trying to make money. And in high school, I used to be the lollipop salesman. I used to sell blow pops. And I used to buy them in bulk and then sell them for 25 cents each. But guess who always got free lollipops?
I mean, you had
Come on now. I thought it was the Minnie Mouse ones that I like, but
those are the specialty ones. But I mean, I look back on my life, and my brother and I talk all the time. Thank goodness my parents instilled that work ethic and entrepreneurship at a young age. Yeah. I was mowing lawns at 10, 11 years old. My dad taught my brother and I to knock on people's doors with a bucket and a soap and a hose. And here's how we would sell. We'd say, Mr. Miss Johnson, we noticed that your car is super dirty. When would you like us to wash it? Every single person said right now.
With confidence.
I freaking love that. You're like, here's your problem. Yeah. I'm your solution.
And you don't ask them if they want it done. Your car's dirty. When do you want us to wash it?
This is before video doorbells and security systems.
And that lesson I still use today. I mean, it's a very small lesson. It seems small at the time, but it's massive. And I think a lot of people can take that and learn from it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, what about you, Mika? Were your parents entrepreneurial? What kind of environment?
Yeah, I'm a military brat. So my parents were Air Force. I think for me, I learned to kind of adjust very quickly in life because of moving every 2 years. Like, especially, I went to 4 different high schools and moved all over the country. And I think that probably helped character build just, you have to kind of fit in, do it quickly.
Yeah. Figure it out.
But yeah, it's like a combination of all those things. And like you guys said, a lot of your failures can be life lessons. So believe me, all those, hard moments in childhood and growing up as a young adult, I think you learn from that and you're like, all right, here's what I'm not going to do next time,
Right.
Mika's being very modest. She is the best salesman ever. I mean, she can sell ice to an Eskimo. I saw it in the gym every single day. But I don't think anyone outsells you.
Oh, all right. Well, I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
That sounds like a show. A sales show.
Seriously.
Husband and wife sales show.
No, but we have a lot of similarities. So when I was growing up, my first kind of thing was I used to make lollipops and put little lihimoi seeds in them.
What?
And sell them to all my classmates, right? Which is wild. That was in elementary. And then I graduated into going and knocking on my auntie's doors and asking them if I could pick all their mangoes.
Yeah.
And then I'd go on the side of the road and I would sell 3 mangoes for 80 cents. I still remember it.
Let's go.
But it was like from when I was a young kid, you know? So I think obviously a lot of that came from my upbringing as well, and being shown that it is possible to do that. But there is some sort of internal drive, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, you feel like there's something more, that you have to find whatever that is, and you're going to do whatever it takes to get there.
It's so true. Everyone that we've talked to that is successful on the podcast and has, you know, an established business or whatever you want to call success for you in your own life, the common theme is they have this innate desire for more, for greatness, for feeling like they have untapped potential, and it's just there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you guys hinted on that too.
Are we related? Are we related?
I know.
I mean,
My brother and sister in Florida.
You know what's
You
funny?
got family in Hawaii.
I've always loved the making money. I'm frugal. I don't like spending money, but I've always liked making it. Like Mika said, I think it's the competitiveness that you know we had growing up. And I hate to say it, but I don't see that in the kids these days. I don't see that drive. I don't see the competitiveness. I don't see the want to you know make money and invent things and just, you know.
I know.
Well, and I'll add to that because I think it's, for me, it wasn't making money. It was more so almost a standpoint of like just being number one at whatever I tried to do. Even if I wasn't the best at it, it's like, well, you can get better. So yeah, the competitive drive for sure. I don't know. I think the generation now, maybe they do have it. It's just in a different way. I think we have to adjust to like the forward thinking of maybe their way of winning is their, you know, I hate to say it, but social media and things like that. So it's been tricky with our daughter being 16 now, trying to instill those things that we grew up with, but also trying to make sure that we prepare her for the way the world's about to be and the way it is.
True.
Yeah. Trust me, we have a 8 and oh my gosh, no, we have a 7-year-old. He just turned 7. I was going to say 6, but
I was going to say, is he aging backwards? He went from 8 to 7?
1817. 1817.
I know. We had them back to back, but I don't envy you for those teenage years, because our kids are giving us a run for our money right now.
I know.
That was a fun age though. We always say, when people say, what was the best? Like, we're like, probably 8. I don't know why. I don't know. It's like they're still kind of innocent, but they still think we're cool.
The last 8 years have just flown by. I can't believe that we're teaching her how to drive right now, and she's about to start her junior year. And it's been kind of fun because she's been part of our show since the very beginning, the pilot episode. So even America's kind of watched her grow on the show, and it's really fun to look back on.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's nice.
I have so many questions about the show, which we'll get to.
Yes.
But talk to us about Anytime Fitness. I mean, that's a full-on franchise business. I had no idea. Like, I wonder how many people actually know this.
Oh man.
Yeah, so when I lost all my money, I had to go back on the road from my old job that I had, and I used to work for a sports marketing company, traveled all over the country, and I would get bored on the road. I'd be sitting in my hotel room. I said, I got to go work out. I got to get some of this aggression out. I got to get my life back together. So I joined Anytime Fitness. I liked it because you could join one and work out at all of them. And then when I started traveling the country, I started asking some of the owners. I was interested. I said, how much does it cost to start up one of these? And they said, 150,000. I said, I got a long way to save for that. So it was about 2 years of sharing hotel rooms with 3 other guys, eating Subway for lunch and dinner. I would buy a $5 footlong. I would have
you guys are related.
I would have 6 inches for lunch and 6 inches for dinner.
I don't know if I like
that. Didn't sound right. Stop it, mother.
Okay, listen.
That didn't sound right.
Not that kind of show.
But anyways, I fell in love with that.
Always.
And I said, I want to build one of these back home. I said, can I do it? So I saved my money. I bought into the franchise, and I secret shopped some of the competition. I wanted to see what I was up against. And guess who happened to be the general manager of the competitor gym down the street?
Well,
No
Mika.
No way.
What?
Yes.
That's wild.
It is crazy.
That's so wild.
So I worked in fitness like probably a good 5 or 6 years. Like right out of high school, went to college for a couple years. I was like, I don't know what the heck I want to do with myself. So, I made decent money being the general manager. It was an all women's gym. Oh, Lord be with me.
Cool.
Taught me a lot. But yeah, it was right down the street from where our future gym together.
Yeah. So we reconnected and started with one gym and then said, hey, we're kind of bored. What's next? Let's do 2. Hey, 2's easy. Let's do 4. It's just like,
wow.
Whoa. So yeah, we had 4 Anytime Fitness gyms.
It was a good,
that's cool.
We didn't really know that the television thing was going to be in the future. But now looking back, I'm like, that was darn good training for like working together and like,
I agree.
being able to do it without a camera.
And helping people. I mean, whether you're selling a gym membership or helping them build their dream home, you're at the end of the day helping them fulfill a dream that they have of losing weight or building a house. So I think it was great training and exactly what we needed.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's building a business and having to figure out how to work together regardless of what industry you're in.
That's so true.
Okay, so how is that transition from fitness to building homes and television? Like how did that even happen?
A little bit of luck and a lot of hard work. I will say that. We were an overnight success about 10 years in the making.
Oh my gosh. You guys know how that is. It's like,
so it goes back to my very first job out of college. I worked for Sea-Doo, the jet ski company. We used to, me and 2 of the guys, we used to demo jet skis all over the country. And my boss, his fiance worked for a production company. And I used to MC events at these, surf shows that we would do. And she said, you're really good on the mic. Would you ever want to do television? I said, I'm 19 years old, fresh out of college, riding Sea-Doos all over the country. I really like this. Yeah. And she said, well, we're about to do a bathroom remodeling show and you'd be a great host. I said, I don't know anything about bathroom remodeling. So long story short, we kept in touch all those years. And when we sold our first gym, we started flipping houses together. And then we started doing new construction from the ground up builds. And we were doing them very fast. It's funny. We look back. The very first one we did was 63 days from the ground up.
That's wild.
So the production, she's now our executive producer for our show all these years later. She said, there might be a show concept. Would you guys be interested in doing a show? You have a great love story and we love the story that you're doing with these houses. She said, how do you feel about 60-Day Dream Home? And we're like, no.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No.
You're like, absolutely not.
No.
No. So tell them what the original name of our show was.
Well, it was 90-Day Dream Home. But here's the thing, though. This is what's kind of crazy. And I know, you guys being in the television world, too. Like, the concept for me was never about the amount of days. I just wanted to show building from the ground up because at the time, and still now, most of the HGTV shows were renovations and flips. I was like, nobody is showing a blank lot and building something from the ground up. So that's how we got our foot in the door. But then they're like, well, we need higher stakes and we need this and that. So let's give you a timeline and put a time clock against it. I'm like, all right.
So it started out as 90-Day Dream Home, and then 90-Day Fiance caught wind of our show, and they said, you guys can't have 90-Day in the title because we have 90 days. So then they said, what about 100-Day?
It worked out for us. We got 10 extra days.
Got 10 more days.
You got 10 more days.
I'll take it.
Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. So tell me, from when you guys started flipping houses to building ground up, how long was that till the TV show?
It wasn't a long time. I mean, now let's take it back though. The idea of the TV show wasn't a long time, but to actually get a greenlit show.
Oh my gosh. We'll talk about that.
I think we did 2 flips and 4 new. I think it was about 6 projects.
Yeah, 6 projects.
Maybe 7 total.
And then that might be when we shot like a little 4-minute
sizzle reel
with our cell phone.
Yeah, we shot our first one with our cell phone
in our backyard.
That. Oh my god!
And then I don't know about you guys, but I sound like my grandfather. Back in the day, so they used to do it where they shot 1 pilot episode. That was it, and then they would air the 1 pilot. I think ours was 10 o'clock on a Sunday night, and they said, "Let's see how it goes." So they put us on the air, and people just happened to like it, and it stuck, and here we are.
I mean, I can say that that's what attracted me to your show was the fact that I hadn't seen anything on HGTV like that, which was the building from ground up process. Like you said, it's always like helping a client, right? Renovating their kitchen or renovating their main floor, their bathroom, or obviously the original Tarek flipping show.
Yeah.
So it was fresh. It was interesting and ground up. you got to teach everybody, right, the difference. But ground up is so different than a general renovation or a flip. They're completely different worlds. And I honestly, he wants to get into ground up. And I'm open to it, obviously, but it's a different world. It's different underwriting, longer holding time. So it's like
it is, yeah, it's true.
You know,
we've done both.
But it's easier. It's easier, right?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I think it's easier.
Yes, because I do think, and it's so funny because the first 4 seasons of our show, they only let us do the builds. Then we started dabbling into renovations, and the network was like, all right, we'll let you do like 1 or 2 renovation episodes, but everything else is still. So when we started doing that, I totally respect what y'all do because you don't know the scope of work until you start demo, and you're like, holy crap, the budget we had in mind, totally forget about it.
There's too many unexpected variables in flipping and renovating.
Yeah.
We're doing one right now. We just found out yesterday it has termites in it. So now we have to go backwards about 10 steps. In new construction, your costs are set. Your timeline is set, and you just move forward. I
know.
I think it's cheaper and quicker than renovating.
It can be. It can be with the right team. So that's what I think it is. Because once you get that right dream team in place, it makes things seamless. But we have definitely dealt with some horrendous projects too. And
we've seen some of the stuff on your show, and I respect what you guys are doing. And I also love how you have the whole village, which is your whole family and cousins and your kids and your dad when he blesses the house. It's just, I think that's why people are gravitating towards your show. It's so real. It's so relatable. And even though you guys are thousands of miles away from everybody, people feel really close to you, and it's really fun to watch.
I feel like I'm going on a vacation. I'm like, dude, I want to make a race on this freaking episode. Let's go.
Thank you. I mean, you guys know how hard it is, right? To film a television show, film 1 episode, how much actually doesn't get shown, and then to fight for authenticity and to fight for making sure that you're being represented how you would want to be represented. So thank you for saying that.
That does mean a lot. I think when we got started, it was really like we found a good partner in our production company, you know, because our biggest concern was like, we live on an island. And everybody knows everybody, right? And we have something called Coconut Wireless. So, and then everybody's related. So we have to, we were like, we need to be shown in our authentic light. And yes, we're making a TV show. So we have to make sure it's entertaining. But we need to stick to who we are. You know what I mean? And so I think
it comes across that way.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Who's your production company?
Appreciate it.
Fields
Entertainment.
Yeah, out of LA.
They don't do a lot. They did Michelle Boyd's Lux for Less.
Lux for Less.
We love Michelle. Michelle's our buddy.
Michelle's so awesome.
He's amazing.
He is amazing.
And then they did us. So they're relatively new to HGTV and venturing into that home renovation space. And so I think we both got lucky with each other.
That makes sense, because I will say, watching you guys' show, the way it's shot, there are just some beauty shot. Like, you can tell that it's somebody that's fresh set of eyes on this kind of thing. And I think the viewers see it. I know my friends watch your show and notice that, and I'm like, yeah, it is.
We were doing a photo shoot about a month ago, and they had your show on, and both Mika, we just stopped and like, oh my God, it's so cinematic. It feels like you're watching a movie. Like the way it's shot is very well done.
Yeah, so kudos to them too.
Awesome. You know, that makes sense though, because when I'm thinking about Fields' experience, it was TV, it was movies, and it was
music
videos.
Yeah, oh my God, making a
they're known for.
So it makes sense, right? Yeah, it's so funny.
So I want to talk a little bit about the transition from the flipping to the new construction. Was it that you're just like trying to do something new? You thought the new construction was going to be easier?
Did you know somebody that was doing new construction?
Because we know a lot of people.
The contractor we partner with, so we don't hold our GC license, right? We partner with contractors. We've met Lincoln, like, I don't know, in the beginning of our career. And we were seeing he was already doing spec homes, and very quickly, because with the spec, you don't have to wait on clients to make decisions and all that stuff. It's like,
it is what it is.
And you can control the cost that way. So I think that introduction, we like dabbled into doing like 1 or 2 with him. And then I would sell it, I would list it on the back end. So we're kind of making the money on the profits and on the commissions. I just really loved the freshness of a blank canvas. The mindset's different. It's problem solving, but in a different way. My problem solving is more like, how do I keep this client in budget? And they have this vision in their brain of all these nice, beautiful finishes, and but also just because it was something fun, and it was like not being done that much. In Tampa, especially, I think the flipping market has been hot for a minute.
We did a couple flips. The first one we lost a lot. The second one we thought we were going to make $40,000. We actually lost $4,000. So we just started to kind of rethink that. And even though I wanted to defeat that, monkey off my back that happened back when I was flipping houses, I said, you know what if there's a better way? So that's when we started partnering. And what we found is a lot of these builders and contractors, they didn't have a lot of cash on hand, but they had construction lines of credit. So we came in and we JV'd with them and said, hey, look, we will buy the land, right? We'll pay cash for the land. You use your construction line of credit to build the house. We'll list it on the back end, and then let's split it right down the middle, 50-50.
Love it.
So it's a win-win for everybody, and we just kept doing that over and over and over.
No, that's so good. I think the key there is that you found the right partner to execute a new plan. And I feel like that holds a lot of people back, where they want the whole piece of the pie, or they want to do it themselves. And I feel like that's where, when we first started, we always wished that we partnered on our first flip, because we would have learned so much. You don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. 50% of 100 is a lot more than 100% of 0.
Exactly.
No, we've been through it.
Oh, I'm sure. What has building from scratch taught you guys about your vision and your planning and like your business? Is that what lessons can be taught in life in relation to ground up construction?
I think, a
lot of parallels.
One of the biggest things to me, and working with other designers on like shows that have ghost designers and stuff, I struggle with, we don't dictate these clients' decisions. I'm not in here trying to make this look like a Mika Kleinschmidt kitchen. This is not about me. So it's the listening skills and working side by side with them that's really something that I love and have learned to do, because it's a collaborative team effort, and we're grateful these people are investing in us and trusting in our opinion, but at the end of the day, it's what they want in their home, So I think, and even on the show, sometimes it's like, Mika, did you really like that tile they picked? I go, they love it. So yes, I do like it. It made them happy. It's not about me,
I mean, another life lesson. We've learned that it takes an incredible team to get these jobs done. We watch all the HGTV shows, and on our show, we are so proud that we highlight all those workers. Like, if there's 20 masons out there blocking a house, I don't want to pretend like I'm out there by myself blocking this house. I want to show off our team, so we always do that. There's always problems and I think that's why people like watching some of our shows. Is there's problems that happen. It's how you think on your toes and solve those problems. We can build the same house 3 times, and we build it different every single time. Different problems arise every single time. So it's just like life. I mean, you just got to keep it going no matter what.
I love that collaboration, listening skills, connecting with other people, and it takes a team. Teamwork. So much of that.
So speaking of team, how did you find your contractors? Do you have any tips on how to put together a good team? Because you guys, for us in our business, that's probably the hardest part.
That is
the people that we work with, finding those good people and holding on to them.
Amen. Preach. I feel like I was actually, when you were kind of saying that, like I started feeling a little bit of anxiety thinking back on some of this.
I was too.
I was like, dude, whew.
We've been through a lot to get where we're at now.
And in the beginning, I don't know if, I might as well keep it real. Like we kind of had this concept, we were doing our own thing, but when the show approached, we were like, oh, now they want this timeline. They want 12 episodes. So I was like, we have to work with more than one team. We can't do this all with one area,
We dominated that pilot episode. And they said, oh, we need 12 of those. I said,
and you're like, oh my God.
What? I just wanted to do one.
I had so many freaking contractors like almost just laughing in my face when I kind of like was trying to find the right team to work with.
Now they're begging to work.
Well, now the concept's proven, but in the beginning, it's almost like when you don't have a proven concept, they're like, "That's
who are you?
Why would we do that?"
Yeah, it's tough, and it's not just our construction teams; it's our production team as well.
Yeah,
you have to have a good balance of both of those teams to make it work. And we've been through a lot of different production teams, and I mean, our same production company has been with us from the beginning. They're fantastic.
Yeah,
but we've had some pieces that we've had to move around, some different showrunners, some different cameramen. But now our team they're family now. They really are. They're with us every day, and we couldn't and we wouldn't do it without them.
I want to ask you though, because you said that's the hardest thing for y'all too. So I mean, I kind of I'm like, oh, it's relatable. It's not just
alone.
us.
Yeah,
we're not on an island, but you guys are.
Well, it's just kind of like tricky because I obviously like word of mouth and like seeing their work. And to me, if I gel with somebody and their communication is good and I feel like they do a good product, I'm like, all right, let's take a chance. But it's a huge risk, especially now when we're putting our brand next to it. It's like, I hope this person follows through what they're saying, because if not, they're screwing us, the family, the show, like everything.
Everything. Yeah, there's a lot at stake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I would say contractors are the biggest component that is the wild card in our industry in general. When you're working with, when you're an investor, ground up developer, whatever it is, if you don't have that solid component, and you guys have seen us go through struggles on the show, like in real time, where we've had to fire people or have these where I'm like screaming at somebody and everyone's like, is that real? I'm like, that is 100% real. Yes. You guys have no idea. You didn't catch all the days I was crying, not on camera, you know? And I think you're right. I think it's about referrals have always been the best.
Yeah.
And I think it's also about just like shooting it straight from the gate, where it's like, this is the expectation. This is, and a lot of people don't understand too that a lot of contractors don't want to be on TV.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're right.
They don't care. You know, they think like, you think that you have this like really cool opportunity, and the majority of people might not see it that way. They're like, no, I just want to keep doing what I'm doing. That's too scary over there. I want to stay over here. You know,
we see it all the time. It's like they just want to get their job done. They don't want to stop down for cameras to get ready. They're like, no, we're doing this with or without you.
Yeah. And then it's finding that song and a dance, right? Where it's like, we can't hold up construction because of camera, but camera does need that shot. It's a whole different world. And if you don't have constant meetings and communication and everyone on the same page with what the mission is, which is, yes, a beautiful construction and a finished product for a family, but it's also making great television, then it's not, it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, they gotta want it.
My problem is I always see the good in people. I don't think it's a problem. It's not a problem, but it can cause some problems, right? And so I'm always looking for the good in those people. I give people the benefit of the doubt. I give them a shot. And that has been some of the best people in the world we get to work with because of that. But also it's come to bite me in the behind.
Where
you know what I mean?
You like
and
gave them too much leeway because you believed that they were better than what they were showing you.
I think over time you learn that sometimes you just got to take the risk. You get the referrals from people, you vibe them out. If it feels right, you go for it. Yeah. But then once you start seeing the red flags,
you got to end it early.
You have to be quick to cut that relationship off.
Yep.
Mika's kicking me under the table right now because sometimes I don't see those red flags.
Yeah. No, but that's and that's the same thing with us.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just who I am.
But that was the biggest learning curve, I think, for us is like referrals, checking references, going and actually looking at their work.
Yes.
And then when they start showing you the red flags, like call it out, have the hard conversation right away. Because let's be real, like I don't like having hard conversations. I avoid confrontation, or you hold it in until you like explode, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just, and then it hurts everybody. No matter what, the end result is the same. Where it sucks.
And that's when the camera happens to be rolling.
Right. Exactly.
I feel like there's a lot of parallels between us.
Yeah.
The production company's like drooling, like,
They're like, you guys, that was not fun. They're like, yeah, but it was great.
But it was great television. You're like, great. Well, this is only my life over here.
Are you guys producers on your show?
No, I don't say we have that producer name, but we literally are involved in everything.
Basically produce the whole show.
We see it. We get our opinion. Obviously, we'll say no or say yes. And luckily, like, again, our production company is involving us in all that.
That's super important, and we're lucky enough to have that from the beginning. We see our rough cuts, our fine cuts, all the edits. That is important because, yes, you want an entertaining show, but this is also your real life and real customers.
100%.
So it sounds like you guys found a great partner with your production company.
Yes. Praise the Lord. You guys too. You can't do what you do this many times without collaboration.
Absolutely.
So season 5 just finished airing.
Yes.
We're filming.
What has been the biggest change from season 1 to season 5?
You know what I'm proud to say? I don't feel like we have changed much. I feel like we are still the same people. Like people meet us in person, they say, "You're the same way you are on TV." I said, "Well, yeah, that's what we want to be." We don't put on an act.
That's the biggest compliment.
We never want to do that. Man, what has changed?
We learned a lot in the very first. Y'all are about to hit that sweet spot because I think that it was season 3 where it just freaking gelled and we had worked out the kinks.
1 and 2 is tough.
Well, because you're still figuring out the show concept and getting notes from the network and looking at rating, all this stuff. But the dream team took place where we just had 1 or 2 bad apples that had to go. And then once we got that perfect team, it's so much fun. It doesn't feel like work. And we're family now. Like I have a personal, I would say friendship with everybody on the crew.
I think that the biggest thing is season 5, and now we're in season 6. We are focusing so much more on the family's stories, their backstories of why they want the house, why they need the house. In the beginning, it was about Brian and Mika's story. Well,
the timeline.
And the timeline, and they were just beating that too much. And we said, you know what, people know us now. Let's focus all this on the families. And since we did that, the episodes get so much deeper and so much better and so much more meaningful.
Love that.
I agree. It makes it relatable. There's an emotional connection to each person's story. I 100% agree with that.
I think that's what's so cool about real estate, though. It is the fact that, yes, we're able to make a living at this and make money and create wealth through real estate, but we're freaking helping people along the way, right? And how do we showcase more of, yes, this is a beautiful transformation, something ugly turned into something beautiful, but the story behind the people that we're helping when we're buying the house and the people that are now going to buy the house and moving into it. That story is very, very interesting. You know what I mean? And I think you guys do a really good job at that. That is also something that we try to strive for on the show, to tell that, because there's not a lot of industries where you're able to combine those two things. You're able to help people while at the same time building wealth, which is it's such a good vehicle.
And you're changing lives. And I go back to our gym experience. We did the same thing. And we said this when we were in the gym business. Let's not focus on making money. Let's focus on making a difference in people's lives, and the money will come. Same thing in real estate. If you're just going into this saying, I want to make all the money in the world, guess what? You're probably going to fail. You're not going to make money. But if you work hard, help people achieve their dreams, and focus on other people, it'll come back to you, and you'll make all the money you can handle.
100%. I mean, it's also the same concept of if you're just doing something for the money, you might make the money, and then you're going to realize how miserable you actually are. Because you're not focused on what's truly important. You didn't set a solid foundation for yourself or your family, and so we're huge proponents of that too, that real estate is just a byproduct of helping people and helping our family,
This is turning into a therapy session right now.
I know. It always does.
I'm a former licensed mental health counselor, so I can't help it.
I love it though.
How has the TV show helped your business?
Yes.
Oh, well, I think the credibility that comes along with it now, it's like, oh, well, there's a trust factor that's already there. And it's so funny. I'm sure when people come up, if they see you in the grocery store or whatever, the viewers of HGTV, they really do feel like they are family. They will come
They're
give you a big
connected.
hug.
They are connected.
They know you.
They are connected. Okay.
Yeah. They're dedicated.
They are dedicated,
Yeah.
but it's great because it's always been positive love. I've never, had a bad interaction with someone, but I do feel like it just gives that level of credibility. It definitely gives us more opportunity. There's definitely events that are happening in Tampa, and like now we get to network, and like I think that we're getting to meet and kind of move up a little bit in status in that way. But I think, like you said, we are the same people. Like if they say, guess what, guys, your last season, okay, great. We're still going to keep doing what we're doing.
Love that.
And we think it's really important to still enjoy it, because I would never, if it was miserable, I don't care how much money in the world they offer, I wouldn't do it.
And what a lot of people don't realize is most of our projects are not televised. We have so many projects off of TV.
Them too, probably.
I'm sure you guys are the same way.
Yeah.
The TV, we just kind of highlight, kind of cherry pick, the highlights of our year.
It's
but
like a highlight reel.
Yeah, it's like a highlight reel.
Yes. Yeah. I don't think a lot of people know that. And I think that's also an important thing to share, right? Because we're in a very similar boat. Like we'll do about 30 projects a year, but we show 10 on TV. You know what I mean? And so what people don't understand is, yes, the TV is happening, but there's a lot of other stuff outside of TV happening, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, do you guys have any other businesses that you are doing besides this one that's highlighted on TV?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's still in the same, I guess. Our Dirt to Design is kind of our company, our LLC that establishes the renovation, new construction, and real estate. But I would say we probably have like 40 renovations going on right now. We had a team meeting with our contractors and sales reps, and what, 3 of those are on?
3 of them are on season 6,
That's wild.
We do have a lot of like, what's nice now is the relationship and the networking we have, because the thing that's also important is showing other parts of Tampa. So some of our contractors are like, I'm only working in this little bubble. So if this project isn't within this 10-mile radius, sorry, I'm not interested. So we've had to expand out. So we cover about 4 different counties within the Tampa area. We work with about an hour-ish from our house.
And the great thing about our show is, we get a lot of leads from the show, which is fantastic. But we've never had to cast our show. A lot of these shows, they put out casting calls, and we're proud to say we've never had to do that, because that means you're just casting a show. This is our real life that cameras are just following.
Right.
And there's a big difference, and when you watch it, you can feel the difference. So
you can tell.
You can tell.
They say, are you casting? No, these are the clients we're working with in real life.
Yeah,
we love it. Like they start out as clients, they turn into friends, and then family. I mean, we go to baby showers, we go to watch parties, we hang out with these people. So we have to make sure we get it right, because we're going to be seeing these people for a long time.
For a long time.
Yes. No, I agree.
So cool.
You guys, there's something that really transcends the TV screen when you know somebody does this for real. And this is their real life. This is their real business, TV show or not. This is what they're going to do. And we could tell. We can 100% tell.
100%.
Yeah. And that's why that's similar with us. And that's probably why we gravitate towards certain people, because it's like, no, I really think that they do this for a living. Like, this is really what they do, And so we like speak the same language,
Yeah, a level of respect, because we know the freaking actual work that goes into it.
Now, I gotta ask. I hate to turn the interview on you guys. Do you have history on TV and radio? Because I mean, you both are naturals, or
guys,
is it
nothing? Zero.
Really?
Yeah, no,
nothing.
Nothing.
It was never even something that I aspired to accomplish in life.
Yeah,
I knew that I wanted to. I knew I was meant for more. We both knew that we wanted more, and I knew I always had an interest in real estate. But again, like I was a licensed mental health counselor. I came from the nonprofit world, and we were just struggling. And I was like, we're going to try this real estate thing. Started flipping houses, got out of debt. We were like $80,000 to $100,000 in bad debt. And I was like, we have to get out of this. We just had our children. Nothing like having kids to kick you in the ass.
Backs against the wall.
Yeah. And so it was just about being able to provide a certain lifestyle that we wanted, but it was normally about, I want this many doors and this much passive income and this much active income with a net worth, and I want to be able to control my time. That's all we were aspiring for. And then when the TV thing came into our laps, I thought it was a scam. I was like, if I click
Why
this,
are these people Yes.
I was like, if I click this, it's going to put a virus on my computer.
Yeah. They just sent us a random email. I guess you know how it works. The HGTV puts out these prompts and they're like, we're looking for this kind of a show in this kind of an area. Yep. And then all the production companies go run around and try to find the talent. Right? And the production company just randomly sent an email. We didn't know that it was even real, but then they started sending and talking to all of our other investor friends because Hawaii is a very small community, right? And so we know everybody that does what we do here, and they all kept recommending us to the production company.
Because they were looking for a husband and wife that would be good on camera, that were doing enough deals to do a TV show. And so I guess we fit that mold, you know?
Yeah.
So,
but no experience on TV, no radio, no nothing. It was just I don't know.
That's why our opening line is me saying asshole, because I'm not meant to be on TV, you guys.
Hey, I have to tell you, Tris, our showrunner, Stephanie, loves you. She's like, she just seems like a badass. I said, I think she is. I think she is. She's a firecracker.
Yep.
Straight up.
Big things come in small packages.
I'm glad the production company found you. It seems like a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Speaking about big things coming in small packages, Kamohai, how tall are you?
Oh yeah.
I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
Y'all are the same height. Okay.
Are you
We're
related in another life, I'm telling you.
So Mika also has to stand on apple boxes during OTFs.
Yeah.
I was watching you guys and I was like, I know she's standing on something.
How tall is Tristan? How tall are you, Tristan?
I'm 4'11".
No,
I'm
you're
tiny.
not.
I'm
you're
tiny,
not.
guys. I am.
She's 4'11".
I'm like, I could, get a handicap pass if I needed to.
Girl, stop playing. Yeah, but you probably have small feet and you can get like the cool shoes that
I can shop in the kids section.
She shops in the kids section.
I can shop in the kids section for shoes and for like pants, but the tops, I got my Nana's. It's so hard to find clothes for me.
How did you get on the rides at Disney World? Did you ride any rides? They didn't let you.
I had to wear the platforms, you know what I mean?
The big shoes. The big shoes.
They're like, you can't get on this roller coaster, but your kids can.
I know the secret. You gotta stuff under your heel a little bit just so you get that little height.
I love that though. I just love it. But you can tell y'all are so real.
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys like to do for fun? Like outside of business, like what do you folks like to do for fun stuff?
I'm sure it's competitive.
Well,
I'm going to play basketball after this.
That's so true.
Yeah.
I play basketball 4 days a week with the same guys I've been playing with since 8th grade. You're going to do a workout with Jade.
Yeah, I think it's funny because, because we've worked together now for before the show, so like at least 15 years, we definitely like to have our stuff we do apart, like, know.
Yep.
So I like to do a lot of outrigger. Well, actually, one of my dreams is to do the race in Hawaii, the OC6 race. I can't think of the name.
Oh my gosh, come do it.
Dude.
You guys, I grew up in a paddling family. It's ingrained in us.
She was on Team USA for paddling.
Well, for Dragon Boat.
I do
Dragon Boat. OC6 now. And that would be an amazing dream. But so we have our separate hobbies. Usually it's like something outdoors, something with nature. We love theater. We love going to shows.
We love to sing. So we actually met in chorus class in high school. But so we still love to sing. We love seeing shows. We love traveling. Kind of getting out and exploring the world.
Yeah, anything but real estate to get your mind off all them things.
Yeah. Yes.
I love that.
Now, I will say at the end of a long day of filming, she'll go to her corner of our house and I'll go to my corner and we'll text each other all night.
No, I try not
just keeping it real.
Trying to
we get it.
Yeah. That is classic.
So how have you found your rhythm working with each other? Is it you have this quality, you have this quality?
You have this role, you have this role.
That's the number one question we get asked is how do you guys work together?
I think Mika knows her strengths and my weaknesses.
You know what? Shut up. No, I think it's nice because we do kind of have separate roles, and a lot of days we don't film together because Brian's more on the construction site, and then I'm doing a lot of the stuff that's with the families, picking design, selection, stuff like that. So we do have like a separation there. But, just having those hobbies that are separate and then, just kind of knowing your strengths because I know I'm a little bit, he's more optimistic than me. He's definitely Mr. Positive. Everything is good. Like everybody has got a good intentions. I'm like, I don't
Brian puts out the fires that Mika starts.
I don't start them. No, I'll put them out, but I'll put them out quick. Like you said,
Mika will put them out.
If I even see a spark,
we
I see a little tiny spark. Did you see that spark? You're done, you know. But
yeah. I love it.
No, and it's what we've always known. Like after we reconnected after high school, we started dating, but also started the gym business at the exact same time. So it's really all we've known. Yeah, this will be our 10th year wedding anniversary this year. So crazy how time flies.
Anniversary, you guys.
So good.
So fun.
We're 9 this year.
We are 9 this year.
Yeah.
We are 9. It goes by so fast.
Oh,
man.
well, we talked the other day. We've known each other more of our lives than we haven't known each other, which is really cool when you think about it.
That is super cool.
That's rad, you guys. Not many people can say that, so that's really, really cool. And so it's something special. We always say it can be really, really challenging because we came from running separate businesses, not working together, and being our own bosses in our own right. So when we came together, it was hard to really figure out, because we're both alphas, our way is the right way, you know, but we're both trying to get to the same destination, but we're like fighting each other on how to get there.
Yeah, and it happens. We still have our days. And, you know, I think that's what keeps our show real is we don't script out our show. We don't plan scenes to happen, but the cameras just kind of follow who we really are. And if it's not the most glamorous thing, or if it's you saying asshole in the opening credits, whatever. But I think that's why people like watching, because it is real.
Yeah, I agree. It wasn't until we really started doing personal development separate, having goals separate, coming together, aligning, and then determining our roles, where he's the marketing and sales side and then I'm the construction side, that it started to work. I think roles in marriage and then communication is what's really, really key. I mean, that's the thing we could tell anybody. It's like, find your roles, know where they overlap, and then just, if you think you're communicating, you're not overly communicating. You know? And then, have your things that you do separate. I do my own Legree. He runs.
I'm a runner. I have to get out and get out into nature. So
Absolutely.
I feel like we would have a really fun pickleball. I don't know. You guys are actually too competitive for me.
I love it. I think it would be fun. I actually I resonate with what you just said though, Tristyn, because I think one thing that I can just, aha moment, we probably should take some time to, because I do think you get kind of in like it's a fine-tuned machine, whatever, but we should always be growing. We're always, you know, our goals are going to change. So doing that individual development, I think would be helpful. It really would, because I think we kind of, and things go so fast sometimes with the show that you realize a whole year has passed you by and you're like, wait a minute. Especially now that Jade's about to be out of high school, I think it just hit me that I'm like, dude, we have 2 years left with her. So it's going to be really important that I'm not traveling as much this year, that I'm not saying yes to everything. I'm not scared I'm going to lose my career because I said no to something.
Right.
And so, we've said, I mean, everything the network's asked, we've said yes to almost everything.
Well, you kind of have.
In the beginning, when they ask you guys to do stuff, definitely say yes, as much as you
we literally have.
And we have, but it's hard. People don't realize, like, you are traveling. We're coming from Hawaii, so anything is a journey to get there. And, you know, you still have your business here, and we have young kids, you know, so it's definitely hard. But I always feel like there's waves and there's momentum in life. And it's like, if you're on that, like, keep riding that thing and ride it till the wheels fall off. But there's seasons, right? There's seasons of hustle. There's seasons of slow down. And I agree. It's June, you guys. We're in the middle of the year.
The year has gone by this fast. It is so wild.
And I feel like we're just getting started, you know, because when you're rolling out the new season and then, you know, you start filming a new season and things are kind of just getting started and it's like, it's already June.
Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Do you guys just film year round?
Well, I mean, I feel like the last couple seasons, the answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
We used to try to take like maybe 1 or 2 months off. When I say take time off, though, it's only really just taking time off from a camera being in front of your face, because
that's the only thing. Because you're still in your season.
You still gotta have stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah,
so
100%.
you really do work year round.
So from season 5 to season 6, I think we had 1 week off.
Of like filming, right?
Yeah, we filmed our last reveal, I think maybe even 4 or 5 days. As soon as we stopped filming 5, we're like, okay, let's start doing lot tours with new families for season 6. It's like,
how is it for you guys?
Whoa.
Because I know there's never been a season that is airing. Like once they do the first episode, right? We are always still finishing up the last couple.
Yes.
So there's never a sit back, relax moment where you're like,
you can't enjoy it.
We're done because we're not done.
No, exactly. No, it was like that this last season, especially because, we went and did Rock the Block. So we were gone for like almost 3 months.
3 months.
2.5 months.
Yeah.
So that definitely not halted, but slowed down some of the progress on our projects. Because yes, we have a team, but it's still, they know that you're gone. They know that things are slow. So
when the cat's away, the mice will play.
Yep.
So it was a struggle for sure. So we were filming up until close to the end of our season airing.
And it gets scary because then you got air dates you're running into.
Yes.
So when we did Rock the Block, it was during COVID. And we were filming season 2 of our show. So we were flying back and it was in Atlanta, but we were flying back and forth to Atlanta, filming Rock the Block, getting on a red eye, coming home, filming our show for a couple of days, back for Rock the Block. I was like, whoa, this is insane.
So we were
that was
us.
That was literally us. We were filming Rock the Block, fly home, film our show for 3 days, jump back on a plane, fly up, film Rock the Block. So we did that whole thing. It is a lot. So, I mean, that kind of leads me to how do you find any time for personal stuff?
Well,
like, what does that balance look like?
And is there such a thing as balance?
Well, it's a balancing act, I can tell you that. Sometimes the act falls through the cracks. Sometimes it's a hit.
I think there has to be balance, or else what's the point of doing all this work if you don't have time to enjoy it, or making all this money and not having time to enjoy it, right? So that's another reason why you need to have a really solid relationship with your production company. So if we put hard outs on our schedule that we want to go watch our daughter play volleyball, guess what? We're leaving. I don't care if we're done filming or not. And our production company is great. They said, hey, you guys got a hard out, get out of here. Or if we put on the calendar, we want a weekend to go to our place in Savannah. They encourage it. So it's in the very beginning, we were filming 8 days a week like everybody does. But now they do respect our time.
Well, I think you get smarter. One thing that we've gotten better at is not over filming. So we got smarter on like what we actually need to capture and not be there every single day. Because from the ground up, it's like, oh, okay, the paint's drying, and then we're gonna put the hardware on the cabinets tomorrow. Like we don't need to get every step of that. A lot of that can be B-roll and time lapse.
Right.
You guys will learn that when you get further into seasons, but you'll know exactly what scenes you need. And I don't need 6 hours of me stacking cinder block with the guys outside. We probably need about 30, 45 minutes of that.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's so true.
We're definitely learning all of this stuff. So
I think
we're still learning.
Yeah. Well, and it's boundaries, right? And it's making sure that you are setting those with the people around you, with production, with your team, whatever that is, or else you give people an inch, they're going to take a mile, no matter what.
I remember early on, Jade was younger, and they said, hey, we want to bring the cameras in, and we want to see the chaos of you guys getting Jade ready for school, you guys getting ready for work. And we said, we're not interested in showing that.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
There's a certain part we want to kind of keep that private. We do film in our house, but we don't need to show. There's other shows that do that. We don't want to show that. There's plenty of chaos on the construction site.
Exactly. Yeah, totally. And protecting the kids, I think, is huge.
Super
Pick and
important.
choose when the world gets to enjoy them.
Yeah.
You know.
And we asked Jade. I said, Jade, you want to do another season? And of course, she's just like her mother. She says, do I get a raise? Jade gets a little appearance fee every time she's on. So she's like, I'll do it.
I love that.
I love that.
So cool.
That's so awesome. As she should. She deserves it. So, what's next for you guys?
Yeah, what's coming up?
Did we encourage you to go figure that out?
I'm not going to lie, girl. Especially, I'm like, wait a minute, you have a background in this. I might just call you up private and be like, let's have a little session, it's so crazy because we obviously are still enjoying the journey. We're right in the middle part of season 6. But it's also like that big question of what's next. I think that we're seeing a lot of change in the TV world and
a ton of change.
Entertainment. So it's like, how do you tap into not being left behind? I don't want to be like an OGG forever. So I think we're not afraid to take risks. And like one thing is we've heard no a billion times. Like we come up with crazy ideas. We're like, no, that's stupid.
No's are not yes.
And I'm like, okay, so we keep just, gambling and throwing stuff out there.
Mika turned me down about 5 times in high school. She said no before she said yes. But no, I think, I don't want this to come across the wrong way, but I get bored. So I always kind of like, I need to re-energize my brain. My creativity never stops. I can't sleep at night because my mind just keeps spinning. But I'm always saying, what's next? What's next? And I don't know what's next, but I'm not scared for what's next, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I love that.
Perfectly makes sense.
I mean, you have that's that entrepreneurial angst. Like we're a glutton for punishment because we just keep moving the goalposts.
We're never going to be satisfied.
And you know what I think?
That, right?
You know what I think is great? Because it sounds like all of us have failed in life. The great thing about failing is moving forward, you're not scared of failing again. Because if you do, who cares?
You kind of
life is short. You're going to pick yourself back up. I've already done it before.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what it comes down to. You've already rebuilt once. You can do it. Every time that happens, you're going to be able to do it even faster and faster. So it's like, this is what it is. I'm just like you, bro. I get bored. I get bored of things. This is gonna sound boastful, but I get good at things very easily. Like I'm normally pretty good at things, you know what I mean, when I do them. But
things come really easy to you, and
there you go.
And it's so irritating.
Right, I'm very irritated at it. But that's also a curse for me because I get bored once I've got really good at something. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just keep pushing it, and I think that can be a really, really good thing. But yeah, I think we're just related. Brian,
I think so too. I'm gonna have to do some digging. I'm like, damn, I did start the family tree. I gotta go a little deeper.
We're always looking for the new challenge, and we're always up for that challenge. So
and just something fresh. Like, once something starts feeling a little bit stale, I'm like, all right, hold up, like, because like you got to be growing, you got to be keeping it fresh to stay relevant.
If anything starts feeling like Groundhog's Day in my life, it always feels like, okay, you know what, it's time. It's time. Yeah. It's good thing the time hasn't come yet. We're still loving what we're doing, and
that's awesome.
We always try to make the next season better than the previous one, and I think season 6 is going to be the best
challenge, though. At what point are you like, can't freaking make it?
I know.
Well, that's the thing, because you want to stay fresh. You want it to be better especially that's the kind of people we are, but that can be a struggle in itself, right? Yeah. How do you keep up in the bar every year?
I'm running out of ideas for special projects. I've already done that before.
I don't know if you guys have had this problem yet on television, but we had it about season 3. You run out of stuff to say.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like I can only talk about
run out of stuff to say.
And I'm running out of jokes.
Brian and his one-liners. I'm telling you, I'm like, dude, this guy has these one-liners.
They're the best.
Every time.
The best.
I don't know how he doesn't have like a joke book or something out.
Nobody would read it except my parents probably.
Well, you need to make a dad joke book.
That's what I told him.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Did you say bad or dad?
Both.
One and the same.
It would be a dad one, and then you cross out the D and just put a B there.
B. Oh, there you go.
That would be a good idea. That would sell.
So good.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit you guys with just a couple questions.
Oh,
hang on. Are we not going to talk about Rock the Block at all?
No.
We were all four on it.
I'm gonna. We are.
We don't have to, because then I really do have to go to therapy session.
You guys, Rock the Block was an experience.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, would you do it again?
No, I can't answer these questions, Brian. Why are you open your mouth? I already got in trouble one time.
One of us would probably do it again.
Yeah.
I feel like we're the same, because I feel like he would do it again right now in a second. And I'm like,
why? I think, well, everybody's experience is different.
Yes.
But the ending to our chapter of that was so epic that I don't ever think I could top that feeling. It's like once you've done it, you've had that moment. We survived it.
We survived it.
I'm like, I don't read my books backwards, and I ain't gonna I'm not doing that again. Yeah. That chapter is done, written.
I would do it again. I love competition. Yes, we won the first time, but I'm not scared of losing. So I would do it again.
Yeah. Love that.
It's something that you like. If you're not in it, people just won't understand.
You can't.
No,
you can't.
Because it's so unique in every aspect. Like, it's nothing like your own show. It's not real life. Like, that doesn't function that way. The magnitude of that set and how big it is and how much money is put into that production is insane.
Yeah.
When we get there, right? Like, our productions are bootstrapped.
We're bootstrapped,
and
you guys.
tiny,
Like,
you know?
it's
And then
just
you
like,
walk onto Rock the Block and you're like, holy.
what is this?
I get crafty. I have a trailer.
Let me tell you how bootstrapped our show is in season 6. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to film a groundbreak scene with my cell phone.
Yeah.
because our cameraman's on vacation.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how much of my cell phone footage makes the show.
I will say
That's
that part of
awesome.
Rock the Block was kind of nice because you definitely feel like, look, Mom, I made it. I remember when we first showed up to set and we got into our little dressing room. I took my phone out and I was like, that trailer has our name on it. Like,
Isn't it crazy? I know. You're like,
We
this
did
is
the
what the
same
movie
thing.
stars feel like.
We did the same thing.
yeah.
No, so, I mean, that's fun. That's a fun part of it. But I just think that meeting all of the people is amazing. Meeting
Yeah.
other talent, seeing
Yeah.
how much hard work goes into that show. But I think you're also, if you're like us, where you run your own business, you control everything, it's really challenging.
difficult.
Because
Very.
you don't have the final say sometimes, and timelines and budgets and all this stuff. And it can be really frustrating, and you almost feel like, no, but that's what I wanted. What are you talking about? You
I
know?
do think it's designed to bring out
Oh, yes.
the dramatic side of everybody.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
100%.
Oh,
It's almost
yes.
like being on
Yeah.
Survivor or something. That's what it feels
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Survivor Construction
Totally.
Edition.
I have to
Sure.
ask you, was it a little bit dusty out there? I just have to ask.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Bro.
It was in our nose.
so
Sure, in our last
wild.
season when it was
Yeah.
beautiful, tropical.
So dusty. I mean, the wind would howl out there and like major dust storms. Like when they showed that dust storm happening and they were trying to act like it was the helicopter flying over, that was every day. Like we were having dust storms like that literally every day.
was
So
rough.
it was, and that in the beginning, as we got to like snow time, it started to mellow out a little bit. But yeah, it was I don't even know how to say it.
And it was
An
crazy
experience.
because, you know, in Hawaii and probably similar to you guys in Florida, like our weather is pretty consistent.
Yeah.
You know, like we don't have these massive temperature spikes.
Right.
It dropped. We got there, it was 90. When we left, it was 20. It
Yeah.
was, and freezing, you know? So it was like, that's hard to also deal with. You're exhausted. So yeah, it was a lot. Glad we did it. Glad it's on the resume. I'm still processing the experience.
Well,
I'm glad.
I would
I'm glad
consider
you
it.
guys. I'm glad you guys did it. I think it was a good move for you because you know a lot of eyeballs around
Oh,
that show,
man.
and
100%.
we watched it. It was fun to watch. Love how your dad came and blessed it. Thought that was
Yeah.
really special. So
Yeah.
it's a tough thing to go through, but I feel like everyone has to go through it. It's kind of like a rite of passage.
I agree. I agree.
I agree too.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I think they
100%.
came in it with the same perspective as that, like, we were on the season where it was like everybody was so design driven. Yes,
Oh my
the
gosh.
design is something, but that's not how you win. It's like,
Yeah.
is this a design show or is this about appraised value? Because
I remember we were
100%.
that's that
terrified.
fine line, and I'm like, how about functionality and practicability?
We had Nate and Jeremiah, Allison and Mike, and then
Tiffany and
Tiffany
David.
and David. And I said, how did we get picked to compete against them? I said, we've got no chance. What are we doing?
Yeah, I think that, and it shows, right, your background and that you actually do this for a living shows on that show for
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
right? Because we were thinking completely different than a lot of our other contestants, but that's also the beauty of the show is
Yeah.
you get to see all these different people's mindsets and how they curate spaces and
Yeah.
the thought process, and it's like, that's the beauty of the show.
Wasn't
you
it
know?
fun walking through everyone else's houses? That was our favorite
So
part.
fun.
Yeah, my favorite part.
So
Yeah.
fun.
Favorite part, because you're literally working on these houses for this extended period of time, and you know they're doing something right over there, but
And you
you
can't
don't know
see
what
it.
it is, you know. And so to be able to get to walk through all the spaces, that was like one of my favorite days.
Us
Oh,
too.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I had a list of questions, and now you have me in Rock the Block world. I think
Oh no, sorry.
Brian brought it up. I said, I'm
Like,
not bringing
what
it
are-
up. I'm like, not.
We'll have a real conversation when the record button is off.
Yes.
I'm just joking, audience.
Not really.
Who do you guys look up to? Like, who is your role models?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would say my dad for sure. He's on our show a lot. People like watching him help out with the projects, and that's kind of where I learned. I told you before, kind of work with my hands, my work ethic. He learned it from his dad, so love having my dad in the show. As far as like on the network, who I look up to, it's probably Ty. I loved watching Ty back in the day on Extreme Makeover Home Edition, and I was like, man, that guy's got the dream job. And now the fact that we're friends with him and we hang out with him when we go to Savannah, it's just kind of surreal to have that. But Ty's, you already know, Ty's such a great guy, so genuine. And if I can grow up to be half the guy Ty is.
You did get one time somebody recognized him and thought he was Ty Pennington.
It was so weird. Somebody said, "Are you Ty Pennington?" I was like, "Oh gosh."
Yikes.
Oh no, that's
So
Who do you look up to, Mother?
I mean, I think, man, I grew up all over the place. My grandmother has always been a staple in my life, especially when we moved around a lot. The one thing that was consistent was spending the summers with her. Just a really strong woman. And I grew up in a single mom household, so of course my mom just being like girl power, not like depending on other people. Like I'm going to make my own dreams happen. I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody else to give it to me. Yeah. But I think, that's definitely been my role model for my whole life. I don't think I idolize anybody. Like on the network, I think there's a respect for every single person because they're all so different. Their backgrounds and stories are different. And I can't pick just one because that's so freaking hard. Like, But I will say the ones that keep it real. The ones that keep it real.
Love that.
I agree.
Yeah.
So if you're not watching your own show, who's your favorite show on the network to watch?
Ooh, I thought you were going to say favorite show and TV to watch. Let's see. Lately,
I don't watch our show.
Yeah, we do have to be honest, right? We see so many of our cuts that by the time it gets to the air, we're like, okay.
I should not say that, but viewers, we need you to, please.
No, so we watch our show one time, and that's usually it. Like when they play the marathons, we never watch it. It's just I hate hearing my voice. I hate seeing. I just don't like it.
Yep.
It's strange.
I'm the same way.
I think we can all relate to that.
It's just weird, right? It's like, what?
Yeah. Castle Impossible has been interesting. I like the kind of special type shows. Obviously, I ate up. We ate up Rock the Block. Loved watching that. The Castle Impossible show.
I don't watch no HGTV show.
She listens to
That's my job.
Murder podcasts every night.
No, I like true crime.
No way.
Everybody likes true crime.
True crime?
I don't really watch TV unless it's a documentary, some kind of true crime.
Tell them what we watch before bed every night.
Or Seinfeld.
Seinfeld reruns.
That's it.
Seinfeld. Love Seinfeld.
That's why I go to bed, just have it in the background, to fall asleep or whatever.
Yeah.
It is weird though, because I think when you're in the industry, it's like I start noticing stuff and I'm like, I definitely critique everything on our show. So I'm like, I can't watch it again.
We're like, that was a pickup line. That was a pickup outfit they're wearing.
Yes, 100%.
Oh yeah. You definitely see television differently once you're in the television space.
It almost spoils it a little bit.
A little bit.
It does a little bit. So our Rock the Block producer.
Oh, we're back on Rock the Block.
No, this is just like a little side note. She does all true crime stuff.
Oh yeah.
Who's your producer on Rock the Block?
Oh my gosh.
Was it Becky?
Cindy Dorfman.
Do we know her?
I think
her and her husband run this like massive true crime podcast.
And they've done documentaries where they've literally gone into the prisons, met with the victims of one of the mass murders. Yeah, like intense.
I probably listened to her podcast.
You probably have.
That's so weird. Oh my gosh.
I can't, Mika. I'll get all weirded out, make sure the doors are locked 50 times. Like it
is hard now, especially because Jade being a teenager, being more, she's a young adult now. So now I have to be like, girl, you don't need to be listening to this because she's like, Mom, you're stressing yourself out. I'm like, I know I am.
Now that's an HGTV show, renovating those houses.
I already
I
pitched that already. They don't want to keep, there's a level of like,
So are there any new like spin-off stuff that we got coming up that you can share about?
Well, you did the 100-day hotel, right?
That was rad.
Those are fun.
That was
too.
so rad.
That was fun.
That was
Those
so
are fun.
that was supposed to be us hosting
Oh
the
my
show.
God, we got kind of tricked.
really?
And then at the last minute, they said, "What if you guys competed against
That's
each other?"
true.
We're like,
After we agreed to do it, they were like,
Yeah.
"What? We're gonna do Brian versus Mika." I was like, "I got to think about this now." I said because
Yeah, it's different.
we got to stay married, and I don't play that, you know.
Yeah,
that was intense, but
Fun.
in a fun way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rock the Block sometimes get intense in a, I don't know, really stressful way. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
100-day hotel challenge, we brought all the HGTV family and friends in, and we just
Yeah.
had a great time.
That was cool.
Michelle was on my team.
Yeah.
Love that.
But it was, and the hotels were right next door to each other, right on the beach. So we had a good time.
That was so
Yeah.
Yeah,
fun.
that's cool.
That
Yeah,
would be
we're
really
brainstorming,
fun.
man. We look, like we said, we're not scared to get rejected, so we're trying to put some thoughts together on what's the next chapter. You know, we would love to do season 7 if they offer it to us. Yes, amen. But we also
We got to get through 6 first.
we got to get through 6 first.
Yeah.
And also think about, like, is there a way that we can expand what we're doing and maybe put out more content in the same amount of time without working ourselves to
Yeah.
death.
Efficiency. That's always
right.
the key.
Work smarter, not harder. I mean, we'll work our tails off for a full year and only get 12 episodes on TV.
I know.
So I feel like we
I know.
could work just as hard and put triple the amount of episodes out.
I agree. And we know that there's
1000%.
shows out there that are doing that.
Yes.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, but I do know that the shows that are out there pumping out 20, 30 episodes and never not filming, they aren't doing ground up. They aren't doing full renovations.
Exactly.
You know? So I'm like, is that the recipe? But my passion's just not in one kitchen renos. You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm into full transformation.
Yeah.
Go all in.
Well, that's our business model too. So
Yeah. Okay, last 2 questions and we'll let you go.
All right.
Is what do you want the audience to know about you that they don't know?
Ooh. Man, that they don't know because I'm so unfiltered all the time. I really don't know
which
yet.
is a
Or
good
like a
thing.
hidden talent that nobody knows that you have.
I
You
can
guys are so
juggle.
talented.
Nobody cares that I can juggle.
Listen,
I've seen you guys sing. I've seen you dance. I've seen you tap dance. You paddle. Like,
Man,
I
we
don't
can-
dance very well.
what do they not know?
I know. What do they not know?
Dang, girl, you be asking them good questions. She's got me thinking real deep. I'm like,
They know
She's gonna,
everything
DM me
about
later.
us.
So I
No.
found the answer.
I think one thing that I think watching the show, I really am kind of an introvert. I can be an extrovert.
Yeah.
I can be out there. I can do my thing, but I also have to recharge. And when I have fun with our teams, that helps. Because if I wasn't enjoying the people I would be around, I would probably shut down. Because I do. I'm kind of I love my alone time. I'm kind of private.
We're both kind of like, I mean,
And I'm
we
a
don't-
little bit shy, but it's weird because I'm not shy, but I kind of am. Like at the end of the day, I think I was always kind of like,
we don't like parties. We don't like big groups.
wait a minute, I like parties.
Well, you know what I mean. We like to party and then go home.
Yeah. Well, now it's like our party's over by 10 because I got to go to sleep.
Oh yeah. I'm the
Same.
same way, Mika. I'm the exact same way. People think I'm super outgoing because I can be, but I'm actually very introverted. I need to recharge. I love being alone. I can't get overstimulated or I'll freak out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is so freaking weird that like,
I know.
yeah. And then you guys, let me see what Brian's answer is going to be.
I'm trying to think of like a fun fact. I grew up with Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. That's kind of interesting. He's from the same town.
No way. Really? That's crazy.
This is a whole different podcast and a different conversation, but I'll just let your listeners kind of guess. But I legitimately lost $1 million in Las Vegas.
What?
How's that for a cliffhanger?
That is a
Oh, we didn't have to dig in
cliffhanger.
then.
That
Okay.
is wild.
Should I just spoil it?
Your listeners have to dig a little bit. I lost $1 million.
I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm going to give a teaser to that.
Mother.
Okay.
You put it out there, so I'm
Mother,
going to,
please, mother.
Caesar.
if you would have had a different team partner, you may have not lost. That $1 million.
Wow. There you go.
Oh, all right, go do
That-
your research.
It's like one of those,
people.
if you
Do your
know,
research.
She's probably right.
if you know, you know.
No,
If
hey,
you
so
know, you know.
really quick, I do have a fun fact, and
Okay.
nobody knows this, right? So I was actually a backup dancer for the New Kids on the Block when they did the Super Bowl in Tampa.
That's right.
No way.
The halftime
Yeah, the halftime show.
What?
So
He called you up on stage.
no. So my brother and I, it was a Disney halftime show. So they got hundreds of kids from Tampa, and my brother and I were backup dancers for New Kids on the Block. And it was funny when I first met Jonathan. I said, Jonathan, you don't remember me?
You don't remember?
I said we were in the halftime show together. So that is the fun fact that HGTV is not the only place I've shared a stage with Jonathan Knight.
Oh, wow.
That is
That's
so cool.
That's cool. That's
So
really
random.
cool.
I feel like you're like that guy that has these like random life experiences.
Oh.
You're like, what?
You just pepper them in there every once in a while.
So true.
That's cool.
Careful
well-
what you Google search.
So where can people find you guys?
Oh, well, so, we have at Mika Makes Moves and at Mr. Breaking Ground. But Dirt to Design is our company. So if people are interested in working with us and they live in the Tampa Bay area, hit us up on Dirt to Design. And we definitely try to help every person, because we have a good network.
Yeah.
Love it.
This was so fun. You
Yeah.
guys.
Thanks for having
Thank you
us
guys
on.
so much.
You
And
guys
we're
are
honored to be your
doing
first
this.
HGTV
That's
guest.
right.
Hopefully, we're
Yes.
not just the warm-up act and the opening act.
No, I think we're
Absolutely
setting
not.
the tone. Y'all got to have fun and keep it real. And that's what we're doing.
Exactly. Who should we interview next from
Dude,
HGTV?
Ooh.
There's so many. I love a lot of people on the network. I hate picking. I
We've
hate
met
picking.
so many of them. Brian and
David-
Sarah are a hoot. David Bromstead is an absolute hoot.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my gosh,
he would be
so
yeah,
fun.
that-
Scott
that's-
McGillery.
Scott McGillivray is fun.
Yeah.
I said his name.
Obviously, Michelle.
Yeah.
Probably Chelsea and Cole. They were your next door neighbors, for heaven's
Yes.
sake.
Yes, I
There,
know.
we'll get them
I'm
for
getting them
sure.
on.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Tyler,
I feel
Tyler.
like going outside of the Rock the Block thing because I think that conversation is going to be so driven on just
Yeah.
that experience versus like it's fun to like maybe a talent you've never talked to and
Yeah.
like
Exactly.
freaking
Oh,
Mike in
100%.
Egypt
Mike and Egypt are great.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're trying to get everybody, guys. We're
Yeah.
trying to get everybody because I just think it hasn't been done. It's a different format of us that we have in common,
Yeah.
being our own shows, but just connecting and seeing the
We
real
should.
side of us.
Okay.
I
Totally.
know what you're going to say. And I got 2 minutes.
Amen to that. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know what you're gonna say.
we're different than a lot of the HGTV talent. I mean, yes, we're competitive during Rock the Block and the competition shows, but we genuinely watch everyone's show. We want everyone's show to be successful.
We're
Crush.
the same way.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's the thing: if all of our shows are successful, we
The
have a
network is
stronger
successful.
network.
Yes.
100%.
If there was only one, if there was
100%.
only one successful NFL football team, no one's going to watch one team play.
No.
There's no
kinda
NFL.
boring.
Remember, we literally say this all the time, and we
Yes.
talk about it with our production company. We're like, we want everybody to crush.
Yep.
If
Yep.
everybody crushes, it's more opportunity
For all
for
of us.
everyone.
And
you know
I'll
what I
add
mean?
to that. I think cross-pollinating a few seasons back,
Yeah.
after we won Rock the Block and Mike Pyle had, what was the name of the show? Inside Out. So anyways, he didn't pick us as the winner when he came and judged us, but that doesn't matter. We
No.
freaking collaborated, but it was like we had to kind of like fight to get another talent to be a guest on a part of our episode. And I was like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you do that? And it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
in a competitive way.
HGTV told us.
Totally.
HGTV told us.
Yeah.
They said no one's ever asked to do this. I said,
Why?
wouldn't it make sense? We're promoting their show. They can promote ours. So even when new shows come out, I promote the heck out of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Totally.
But I feel
and
like
I've
some
always
talent
seen
is like
that.
rooting against other people, and I'm like, for
I
what?
agree.
Yeah.
I know. It's wild.
Well, that's
It's-
why, you guys, it starts with us. Just keep pushing that abundance and that
Yeah.
aloha, because that's
Yeah.
really what will transcend and make everybody
I
successful.
definitely see a collaboration between us guys and you guys
Heck yeah.
on something. I think it would be amazing.
It would be.
We just share so much in
Synergy.
common and so synergistic. So
Yeah, yeah.
we're very, very humbled and grateful that you guys came on and talked story with
Yes.
us today. It was
Oh,
good.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you,
Good
guys.
to like meet, you
Yes,
know what I mean?
Yeah.
yes.
But yeah, thank you guys so much.
Hey, let us know
All
if
right.
you're in Florida. We got to make it down to Hawaii. I got to do some soul searching now. Thanks, Tristyn. Digging deep on these questions.
And I gotta go play basketball.
I know. Peace out, you
Basketball
guys.
workout.
But don't hang up because we got to make sure,
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't hang up.
Don't
All right,
hang
you
up.
guys. We'll see you later.
Get paid. paid, blow. Time to get paid, time to get paid, blow up like.